Good morning, mateys. I am currently in Earp, California. Today is March 10th, 2024. Last night, the Chevy almost breathed her last. It's close, and I'll show you in a minute. This video could be maybe 10 or 15 minutes long. I am on the corner of, however you pronounce it. Okay, I'm facing basically west right here. This is the first street that you come to when you're leaving Parker, Arizona, and you head west across the bridge, and the first street you come to is just over there, and then you turn here, a right turn, and then you turn another right turn, which brings you to here. Nice people here. Richard was recommended to me, so I came down here. It was getting towards dusk, and we jacked the truck up and repaired the fuel line that leads from the where you fill it, where you put your nozzle in from the gas tank or from the gas pump into the fill flap of your truck or car. Well, down below that it had totally pulled loose, so you couldn't put gas in the tank. Oh, so that was a problem. So I got over here and we got that repaired, and then we started looking really hard at the rest of the stuff. John came by. He's the guy that met me in camp like twice, and he finally got his phone, but you know, he didn't call me or anything, and I didn't have his number. But anyways, while Richard and I were working on LaFortuna, he shows up. Turns out this is where he lives. I don't know, there's Richard, there's John, and there's at least 2 or 3 other guys here. It's an interesting place. Kind of reminds me of home. I don't know where the dog went. We were out walking a little while ago looking for his ball. Anyways, I've been out collecting cans. Now that Shasta right there is the motorhome. Well, actually I think it's a Class C. It's on the list. I can get it for a reasonable cost, but my problem is I need something that's drivable like by tomorrow night, because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I have to go to work, and LaFortuna is not going to make it. We got it jacked up last night and did some strapping and fixing. Same with the other side. Now you can see that, you know, it's almost evened out. Of course, it's sitting up on blocks and jacks right now, but in the process discovered that the bed has come down on top of the fuel pump on the tank, and there's leaking there. And in order to fix that, we either have to drop the tank or take the bed off. Lots of work. And the frame has to be patched together on both sides. It's split. And then when you think about the fact that the engine's getting tired from running at 3,500 RPMs constantly because the transmission does not have overdrive anymore, or fourth gear, she's just, I think she's gone way beyond expectations. So here's my new vehicle. No, the idea is to get another truck, hopefully today. I've got 3 possibilities. There's a Ford over at Joe's house. He lives on 2nd Street in Parker. That's where the 92 Ford is. It needs tires and a battery. Well, these tires wouldn't be good for it. They're the wrong size. But battery, I mean, if this is gonna head to the junkyard, it's got a new battery in it. I mean, battery's what? 4 months old. So that battery could work in the Ford. And then put some tires on the Ford and she should be ready to roll down the road. Legal? I don't know. I don't know if a bill of sale is legal down here in Arizona. Actually, I'm in California right now, but across the river in Arizona, if it's legal to drive around with just a bill of sale for a while, I would hope so. Because, you know, by the time you do what the tires and get it ready to roll down the road, make sure that it's okay to roll down the road, you still got the legal beagle. No title. So I have to get a surety bond for about $250. And I think that's only good for one vehicle. And then you got to jump through some ropes again and get a salvage title in order to get it plated. You know, salvage title with license plate and surety bond insurance, which is all to make sure that it's not been stolen. Now, I think after a year, you can, you know, get a normal title, or, you know, you don't have to pay as much insurance. We'll see. The other possibility is motorhome, or the Class B. Oh no, it's Class C, sorry. Which I really like. And the price is right. It needs some work. It needs the water pump, fuel pump. The propane tank has to be reattached. I haven't seen the inside yet, but I'm told the shower pan is broken. That has to be repaired or replaced. But other than that, it's, you know, pretty nice vehicle. And I could stand up in it. But practicality-wise, I don't know if that should be a daily driver back and forth to work. On the other hand, I've been driving my house back and forth to work with LaFortuna. Anyways, Joe, the guy that has the Ford in his yard, went to a daughter's wedding up in Kingman yesterday. He's not going to be home for at least a couple hours, so I'm figuring by noon I hope to hear from him. And maybe by that time, John and a few other people might be awake around here. Me and the dog are the first ones up, and I don't know where the dog went to. I know she was howling when the train went by. And then she started howling when the sirens were going. She was howling last night at the coyotes. I think she just likes to howl. I can't find her ball, otherwise I'd play ball with her. So, that's the news. That's the update. Starting to empty out. Well, I started to take stuff out of the back of the truck only because I was looking for a pipe wrench, but never did find the pipe wrench, and we kind of stopped at midnight because everybody was tired, including me. So that's where we're at. Naturally, it's in God's hands. So I'll give you an update later today or tomorrow. In the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. And of course, may God bless. Talk to you later.